You talking about y'all's early down execution, not just in the second half, but really in the first two drives of the game as well. You got to third and long and were able to move the chains, but kind of your emphasis on that this week.
It's been big. The big deal was 11 negative plays. Snapped the ball 70-something times. 11 of those times we moved backwards, whether it was penalties or just missed assignments. And you can't happen. I mean, that can't happen in the style of offense we want to play.
Were receivers getting open in the second half, or was Florida just locked down on those guys? I mean, were there opportunities?
Oh yeah, there were plenty of opportunities. We just have to get everybody on the same page. But no, I have confidence in our receivers. They did a good job, and the effort was outstanding the entire game.
What are some of the better things you saw from Johnny overall?
One thing I knew, he would play hard, and he fought the whole game. It's a tough situation, obviously, playing against that defense, and I thought he battled, and we just have to keep getting better each week. I got to coach him up and get him going.
You and Jason Phillips still talk, and how did you guys share duties last year being co-coordinators?
Yeah, we had a good relationship. He is an outstanding receivers coach, and won a bunch of games together there at Houston, and so it'll be fun to see him again.
You did all the play calling last year. He wasn't involved with that.
Right.
Coach, someone talked about on Saturday, a lot of those plays that Johnny threw were designed to go kind of more vertical down the field. Did the manager just going in and saying, hey, it's okay to take some chances down the field, or how do you get him to do that more?
Just reps, It's for a young quarterback, when things are moving that fast and that second half, that's where you revert back to, getting out of your hand and being safe with it. But I thought he made great decisions, and to not turn the ball over in your first start against that defense gave us a chance to win the game.
And then you're talking about turnovers. He did a good job, but SMU just forced 10. So what do you say to a young quarterback when you put on the film and they had 7 interceptions and 3 fumbles?
Yeah, we're not Stephen F. Austin.
I
So.
understand that.
No, I know. There's a lot of turnovers. It was a tough game to watch, put it that way. Yeah, tough game to watch.
Is the idea to keep spreading that around to your 3 running backs?
Yeah. We think all of them can give us something different in the run game and pass game, and so we want to get them all touches and get them on the field as much as we can.
From a passing game standpoint, how similar is your scheme to what they were doing at Baylor, and how much does that film help you guys out this week for SMU?
Coach Browse does a great job with the tempo offense, so there's some similarities there, but it's just I don't think we'll take a whole lot from that. It looked like SMU didn't play their best game, and Baylor jumped all over them, so we're going to have to play really well and see what happens.
Is it comforting to know that you may not see a defense the rest of the year like Florida's that was as talented? There might be some really obviously good defenses, but that was a pretty talented.
No, I think the thing that stood out was just physically. I thought our kids stood up to them and played hard, and the effort was outstanding. Blocking on the perimeter, blocking up front, the running backs running the ball physically. I thought that really jumped out.
What have you seen thus far from Thomas Johnson, and what do you like in particular about his game?
Very natural route runner. Just does some things you can't coach, and has a knack for getting open, and very smooth out there.
How much does it help to have an actual game tape to be able to teach from with your young guys?
It's been big. It's been big. Just until the bullets are flying like that, you can coach all you want, but until you can really show them how it's going to happen, it doesn't really sink in. So it's going to be good to teach off that.
Do you anticipate any kind of lineup changes with your wide receivers? Because a guy like Thomas Johnson, some of these other guys did pretty well.
We haven't really gotten that far. That's usually a Thursday type discussion. But there were some kids that really showed up and did some special things. So we'll try and get the ball to them a little bit more.
A specific on one of those kind of aha moments? One of the players saw something on tape and went,
Yeah.
really realized what they had done right or wrong, or.
I think when Ben Molina, finishes that run against that safety, I think everybody, was kind of like, okay, we're playing real football. And that safety for them is a great player and shows up on film, every film we watch, just knocking people out. So to see that was encouraging for me that, hey, we're playing in the SEC, but we belong here.
How good was Mike Evans, and how much did this just carry over from what he had been showing you since the spring?
Yeah, he's got a tremendous upside, and I don't think we've really even touched it yet. He's only played football for 3 years, and Coach Beatty's done a tremendous job motivating him, and he's been practicing better. And went out there and competed hard the entire game.
Against the defense, that talent, that kind of speed, what were your impressions with Trey Williams' touches?
We'd like to get it to him more. He's a guy that every time he's touched it out on that field since we've been out there, he's made plays, and so we're going to keep trying to progress him more and more into the offense.
Do you try to do anything specifically to try and get like Easy and Swope involved a little more, or was it just the way things happened, I guess? Yeah,
I mean, we would like a balance across the board of those receivers, and like I said, we only threw it 30 times and weren't able to push it down the field like we had hoped at times, but there's a lot more games. Those guys are going to catch a bunch of balls in this offense.
Is that covered? All right.
Thank you all.